right, folks, another episode of the Short Shift Podcast. This is your host, Thomas. We've got Ian, we've got Andrew, and we've got a team that was streaking until they were not. We're recording this episode after a crappy loss, but we were due one, and if there's any silver lining, I'm pretty sure I predicted the loss, which...
I didn't even look at this. I forgot about that.
Which I believe gives me the lead back after Ian slipped in and tied me. So
I'm slippery sometimes.
You're very slippery back there. I can't.
And I'm still in third. Look at me.
Yep.
Look at you go.
The cuck chair of the standings.
This is the way it should be, though.
Of the standings. Yeah, it's the natural order of things.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you talk about a game after, like, the problem is you talk about this Dallas game and you're just like, are we really going to crush the team right now? 6 straight wins.
That's kind of where my head's at, where it's just like, it felt like we were due a loss. Did I want it to be an absolute ass beating? No. And was there somebody particular to blame? Not necessarily. I think it was a team effort to suck that bad.
For sure.
Obviously, a lot of people were going to look at the box score and just assume Swayman had a terrible game. He didn't have a great game, but also like a little bit of help would have been nice and maybe would have held us in that game for a bit. I'm just glad it wasn't a shutout. We snuck 2 goals in. Mm-hmm. Fuck you guys. And I don't know. It was kind of like one of those games where you're watching and you never stressed. You knew what was happening. You knew it was probably going to get a little bit worse. But every goal that went in, the 5th goal, didn't really bother me anymore. 6th goal didn't bother me anymore. And I was able to like kind of move on with my night with it in the background. That said, I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm not going on any websites right now. I'm not going on Twitter. I don't want to read about this game. I have to wait till the next one.
A bunch of bad takes.
Yeah, a lot of bad takes. But it happens every single time. As high as people get after a good win streak, like they just put together, a 5-game straight at home, and then you go out and play maybe at least a conference contender, if not a fucking Stanley Cup contender. Like, Stars are a pretty complete team. I think that like everybody else, they have some issues, but they didn't have issues last night, and we saw that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get sunned, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we just did it a week and a half ago to New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
It fucking happens.
Fucking yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That has some
we
terms.
won 10-2?
Yeah, imagine we gave up 4 more goals to the Stars. Then we have a pot to fucking piss in because they're like, that's what New York experienced with us. So enjoy those wins when they happen, because they don't happen often. You don't fucking hang a touchdown and a field goal.
It had been 30 years since the Bruins did that.
Yes. And so enjoy those when they happen, but understand they can also happen to you when you're a slightly above average team.
Anybody who is using this Dallas game to go see, because obviously it's the internet, there's going to be a lot of that. Please keep in mind that in the most recent 7-game stretch, we've outscored opponents 29-13, and that includes
the loss.
That includes Tuesday night?
The 6 goals.
Yep. Pretty good.
Also, people who want to come in and like dunk on it and be like, I told you there's shit. Guys, all of this season has been pretty much house money.
Yep.
I will guarantee you anybody who has said I told you there was shit has been silent for the last week and a half.
Yeah. And for what it's worth,
exactly.
Like, game 50. That was game 50 of the season.
Man, we are blowing through this season.
We're blowing through it.
It's game 50, Ian, and we're still watching and saying like right now, it's just like I'm still fully engaged on this team.
I was driving home from work going, I'm excited to watch the game tonight.
Yeah.
Where were you game 50 last year, Ian, on this team?
Game 50, I was like, okay, time to go to my second job. Yeah. This is incredible. I mean, it's house money, like you said, in the most optimistic viewpoint, even though Dallas had lost 8 of their last 10, which kind of makes this make more sense, honestly, in my brain, of like when they were going to get a win, they were going to get a win.
What does Brick say? Sick of losing. They were sick of losing.
Yeah, they weren't going to stop scoring unless someone stopped them, for sure.
Yeah.
And even in the most optimistic mindset of how this season has gone and what this team is, we are not on Dallas's level. And that's okay. This was a retooling year. I like to say that we're a level below cup contender. We're like, when we're on our game, and I know that's ambitious and optimistic, but it is a team that can truly compete with everyone other than Vegas, Colorado, Dallas, Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Yeah. And then basically everyone else, Tampa maybe right now. Tampa, yes, right now.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you're like,
Jesus
we're
Christ,
in the
Tampa's on
game.
fire.
Yeah, I mean, Ian, think of that in context. You just named, what, 5 teams that are like top echelon? Anybody below that, we have a possibility, or at least a puncher's chance, to steal a game.
Other than the Senators, for some reason. Fuck, they have our number.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have to look at them again this year, so we're okay.
I think we're safe from them. I think we finished the season series with them back in December.
Yeah,
I called it, by the way. Season from hell. I nailed that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the bad feeling was.
Wait, no, Ian.
Holy shit.
Ian, I think you were wrong. I think you were wrong about the Senators, about the season from hell. What's
Really?
below hell?
Yeah, that's true. They're still only 5 points out of a playoff spot, by the way.
Yeah.
But what's below hell? Because everything, it's Murphy's Law right now. Anything that can go wrong will, and it has,
Feel so
and
bad
will
for
continue
Mark.
to.
And for him to go back to the, I know we're derailing this right now, but for him to go, Thomas, I don't know if you saw him speak. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I did.
But for him to go back to mentioning like it started around the time that trade happened. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, I know that we shouldn't feel guilty, but fuck, that really sucks. That kind of put him in a spiral.
I mean, well, it's tough. It's a tough look, and obviously, like you're somewhere where you're happy, you're content, you're comfortable, and you fit in. You have a good niche, or whatever the fuck the word is. I'm sorry, my fucking head is pounding right now. But you also have good relationships. You like where you are, and it's not going to work out long term. And also, like, part of it is if he was going to stick around, his best friend couldn't. And they had to choose between the two. They obviously they chose right, like both on paper and as things have turned out. But that sucks. Like imagine being with your best friend for 2 years, and then it's just somebody has to come in and just drive that wedge, and it's just like, you can't have this because it's too good. That's essentially what happened to him. And not for nothing, like, Ottawa's a beautiful place. Maybe we're biased, and I think Boston's probably a better place to live than Ottawa.
I think that's fair.
A lot of geographical shit fucks
A lot of people.
Is his family happy there?
Yeah, a lot of
I don't know.
Players retire here. Jerome McGinley played here 1 year,
and he's still here.
Here.
Remember him on the news and that, like, the winter storm or whatever the fuck it was?
And
somebody was interviewing him,
and they thought he was just a schmo on the street.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
To be fair, there's a lot of hockey players you could show me, and I'd be like, I don't know who that is.
No, he does not look like an average hockey player.
That's true.
He's got some flavor and shit.
That's true.
Yes, but like the Allmark interview was just it was hard to watch because you could tell he's still going through it.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
The comments were worse because I think all three of us have had periods of our life where mental health was a problem.
Yes.
For a variety of reasons. Look, a lot of it I did to myself when I was really going through it, but boy, there's been some highs and lows. And so you at least know what that feels like.
Right.
And then you see all the comments underneath just dunking on the guy or saying he's full of shit because the rumor that someone created a Twitter account to tweet this, and then you sit there and go, people suck. People are just absolute losers.
And Ottawa made it worse by releasing a statement.
So much worse.
The Streisand effect is real, guys.
I don't even know what that is.
So the Streisand effect is a phenomenon where... Okay, say you hear a rumor that I don't know. What's a harmless sounding thing, but also
I was going to say, I've heard a lot of rumors about you. None of them are harmless.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal.
Where it's say I don't know, kick dogs. You heard a rumor that I kick dogs.
We would both fucking drown you.
Yeah, we would kill you.
Yes, exactly. I don't kick dogs. This is such a baseless rumor that I'm not going to comment about.
Anybody who knows you knows that you're incapable of kicking dogs.
Correct. Exactly. But for the purpose of this, I don't kick dogs. And then it just builds and builds until suddenly I come on the pod and be like, guys, there's a rumor going around that I kick dogs. I want to unequivocally say I don't kick dogs. And then everyone who isn't hearing the rumor that isn't chronically online is going, Oh my god, he kicks dogs?
Yeah, fucking dog kicker.
For the next 3 months, all I'm going to see about you is that you kick dogs in the comments. That's the only fucking... You've just done this to yourself.
We're just gonna take pictures of random dogs that we
With AI.
We're like,
No, and you're gonna
rate this
like,
on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad do you want to kick this dog right now?
You're gonna Photoshop a leg, but in one you're gonna Photoshop a wheelchair wheel to like kind of for a little flavor.
Guys, I work in an animal hospital. I want to remind everyone that I love animals. We all love animals.
We all love animals.
Somebody out there is going to be like, you piece of shit, you kick dogs.
But what will that illustrate my point perfectly?
Yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it, bud. You actually, that was as well as you could have built that up. I get it now.
Yeah. But
I still don't even know what the definition is.
It's called the Streisand effect because there was something involving a house with Barbara Streisand about like something to do with like an inside, like a real estate deal or like a under the table real estate deal that nobody knew about except like a select few. And then Streisand released a statement saying that I didn't do this thing. And then everyone was like, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
The Streisand effect is a phenomenon where an attempt to hide, remove, or censor information inadvertently cause it to become more widely publicized and gain significant attention.
There you go. That,
and Lauer released that statement without any PR and without any, hey guys, is this cool? He just went, Bup.
Well, I mean, just me, like my experience with the situation is I didn't see a single rumor about anything sentence wise because I'm not on
online.
Yeah, like so I didn't see any of that. The first thing I saw was a statement about it. What does it make you do?
Yep.
Google
Man, what's it talking about?
That's actually exactly what happened to me too. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what the hell is going on in Ottawa?
Yeah. You start to get curious.
Yeah, although I will say the taxi cab is always going to be the funniest thing to come out of Ottawa. That was just...
Wasn't that the three players just shitting on...
Yeah, all over the management and the coach. Was that Matt Duchene? Was he on Ottawa?
It was Matt Duchene, Brendan Lepsick, who actually got so... he got so shamed that he was kicked out of the NHL pretty much. He was blackballed from the NHL.
He's not that good, so yeah.
And there was one other player.
Weird full circle moment. And again, this is changing the subject completely. Somebody in the comment of the last video mentioned, because I was talking about the trade, and someone mentioned, like, they're not going to trade Lohrei during the sibling trip. And I said in the video, like, yeah, they will. They absolutely no
Lohrei
one
and
waits.
his sister sent for cash.
Yeah, and you both can get out. Like, and so somebody commented about the Matt Duchene trade that happened in the middle of the first period on Long Island, and like a blast from the past. I was like, I know. I was at that fucking game, and Matt Duchene was my favorite non-Bruin at the time. And I was so excited to watch him play. I watched him go 2 shifts, and then he was traded mid-game. Weird.
I watched Mike Camilleri get traded in the middle of a Bruins game between the Bruins and Canadians.
Live?
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. Why did he go down the tunnel? Is he hurt? And then the phone bings, and you're like, oh, okay. Although back then, maybe the phone didn't bing.
Phone binged. It binged. It Googled. It DuckDuckGo'd.
Oh yeah, the DuckDuckGo was a big thing for a second there.
Yeah. Alta Vista'd. Ask Jeeves'd. Let's name search engines, guys.
I think Ask Jeeves was just a porn site at a certain point, right? Like, that was just what people did to hide their porn searches. He said, knowing he did that, and probably no one else did.
Is this a Bruins podcast? Can we talk Bruins?
Yeah, we can do that. What were we doing?
Is there even anything to discuss? Feels like a slow week.
Well, a little bit.
Not a lot happened. Actually, a lot happened.
A lot happened.
And a lot almost happened.
Do you guys think we're about to just get smacked by the next 2 teams we're facing, Vegas and Montreal, because they're like... I would remind everyone, during the 6-game win streak, we beat Detroit. Detroit was playing well, and we beat them.
They were also gassed to shit.
Okay, can we not... Like, Johnny was making excuses the whole live stream. Like, come on.
I mean, John B may have been making excuses the whole live stream. That team was gassed. 100%.
All right.
Like, watch the game.
Never mind. Yeah. I did. I enjoyed it.
But, to your point, no. I think this team they have a hell of a lot more pride than they did last year. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
And I think, well, when we get to predictions, I'll give my completely wrong and not gonna go 4-0 again ever predictions.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah.
But no, I don't think they're going to get mollywopped again. This is going to be a big test for Sturm, actually, because there's been so many ebbs and flows in this season that how do you respond from a game like this when so much of your season is so many streaks?
Can I present something here?
Go for it.
One of the things that Sturm, I think we all agree on, his weakness, or one of his weaknesses that we're figuring out, is his pulse checks are poor. He doesn't use his timeouts well. He doesn't use goalie changes well. He doesn't pull the goalie on time. Like, his pulse checks on the team mid-game aren't great. And I know that this is probably not true, but call it one of those like thoughts that kind of squirrels its way into your ear. Is his pulse checks on a wider scale not great? Does he just let things like glide and then he's like, oh, we are on a bit of a streak here, or should we figure this out?
So I think you are right. And I think it's kind of obfuscate. I think it's kind of hidden. There we go. I think it's kind of hidden by the fact that we've had so many winning streaks. We're the only team in the league to have 2 separate winning streaks of 6 games. We're also the only team in the league to have 2 separate losing streaks of 6 games, which is a weird stat.
I just love when the Bruins are like, fuck you, you don't tell me what I am. I'll do what I want.
So I think we're seeing a little bit of evidence that he tends to hold the line a little bit in his coaching because it's safer.
First year head coach. I'm so ready to grow with Sturm on this.
And he'll learn. This will come with time. His pulse checks will come with time. But his field checks are poor because you can point to some other situations that have nothing to do with goalie pulls where his feeling on something was completely off base.
Yeah.
Andrew Peak in the shootout.
Yeah, that was insane.
Which is completely a vibes thing. That was
liberal use of the bottom 6 late in games.
That too.
That's always weird.
Yeah.
Like down a goal and you're like in the offensive zone. You're like, here comes Corrali for the faceoff, and you're like, oh, well maybe he has Pasta on that. Nope, Pasta's not out there. Okay, cool, dude.
Why not Kostelic? Like it's like little stuff like that. Why not? If you're gonna put out the bottom 6, okay. Why not put Kostelic at center to take that faceoff if you trust him in the overtime like that?
God, do I love that player so freaking much. Mm-hmm. He's starting to make an argument for next jersey. He really is.
I think he's winning 7th player in a walk.
I think he is. Fraser Minton is a point per game over the last 10, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
He's the only other competition for 7th player, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. But I think Kostelic is definitely planting his flag there.
Yeah, I think it's hard to beat him.
To your point, Ian, you made a wonderful point on Low Qual about, his vibe checks are not great. And it's a first year. He's a first-year coach. This is his first year in the NHL. He's coached pro before, but this is the first year in the NHL. That's going to come with time. He's still an inexperienced coach when it all comes down to it.
Yeah, when you're making the shots in live time, like, people also don't understand how difficult that is.
Sure.
Because you're not feeling just the pressure of the moment and the clock. You are feeling the pressure of the 20,000 people watching.
Were you okay with him putting out Swayman to start the 3rd? And I'm asking this for both of you.
No, I thought that was silly.
Thomas?
I was kind of at it doesn't fucking matter point, but it didn't really jump out to me. I was like, oh, and that was pretty much the full amount of thought I put into it.
Does it not feel though that like Swayman just eats the shit sandwich? Like when these bad games happen, but on a back-to-back, he fucking put him back in for Corpusal. Like, that's just such weird management of goaltending. Like, if there's a goalie I'm trying to protect, it's my starter, not my backup. No offense, Corpy, but again, we know our roles in this.
Corpy did win the mini game 2-0.
Corpy's he's been fine lately. He really has been. And honestly, Swayman in that game was not fine, but the first 2 goals, what the hell is he supposed to do about either one of those? Mm-hmm. The first goal was just Dallas winning a board battle, and then literally there's nothing, anyone, defenseman, forward, goaltender, no one was stopping that. That was puck movement perfection. Once in a while, you have to just tip your cap and go, That was awesome. All right, you guys deserved a goal. The second one, Corrali and Kastelik decided on the PK they wanted to form a line with the defense at the net front and just give up all the space beyond that, and that just screwed them. But I'm sorry. I really am passionate about the second goal. That was bullshit. That was poor details, like in such an obvious way.
I mean, yeah, there is poor details. I mean, like, it's not going to be perfect. The PK has not been good lately, like straight up.
I'm starting to think, and I want to go back and watch tape on our old PKs earlier in the year. The PK might just not have ever been good and was just getting good results. Penalty killing is one of the hardest things to truly understand and track because there's so much puck luck involved.
There is so much puck luck, and a lot of PK success is predicated on system rather than player.
Yeah. And unless you have like the graph breakers, Marchand and Bergeron together were like, you know they're good at this. There's no...
But those are Hall of Famers. We're talking about Jeannot and Kastelik.
Yeah. I mean, even Fraser Minton, who I love to praise for his defense, and I think he's great, but like, is he actually a great penalty killer, or...
He had a bad game last night.
He was not stellar, but he still got a goal, so fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. We ball.
Every time he gets a goal, I lose my mind. I just love rooting for that kid so much.
It's great.
It's great.
Yep.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Bruins.
Yeah.
Can we talk about some movement that happened and didn't happen and then also happened?
I had fucking awful diarrhea last night, if that's what you're trying to talk about.
This is the worst podcast.
Have you ever microwaved an egg and then paid for it for 4 hours? There was a trade. Jeffrey Veal for a fourth. Is that what you want to talk about? Or you want to talk
me?
Or do you want to talk about the Lohrei trade?
Thomas, we need a second.
No, I want to talk about... Can we talk about the best trade that happened?
Go ahead.
Fucking VL for a fourth?
I don't understand how that happened.
How do you get a seventh for the guy, let alone a fourth?
Well, first of all, he scored in his second game for Anaheim.
Fantastic.
Against the Rangers.
Perfect.
Everyone scores against the Rangers, though.
Yeah, seriously.
But he scored. The last time he scored was 2 presidential terms ago.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We got a fourth. Incredible work. I saw someone say I would have liked a third better, and I wanted to hit him with a shovel.
That had to have been being facetious. Like,
I think so, but it's the internet. I don't know.
How do you get a 4th round pick? The better of Anaheim's two 4th round picks, by the way. For
a 16th forward.
For a 16th forward who has played 11 games.
16th
and
is
from
a compliment.
Thanksgiving until when the trade happened, had 25 minutes time on ice combined.
I literally think I would prefer Patrick Brown because he doesn't take the bad penalties.
Yeah.
And if anyone's been listening to this
Patrick Brown for a fourth?
Yeah, right? Can we get... Yeah, let's ship him out.
At that point, Patrick Brown might be like a late 2.
Yeah.
Guys, is Andrew Peeke worth a top 10 pick? Let's discuss.
Oh my gosh. Peeke, actually, he's on the trade board. People are talking about him, and I'm ready to concede. Yoki Haru, who's barely been in the lineup lately, way better than Andrew Peeke.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Peeke is a disaster.
Ian?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peeke is by far my least favorite Bruin right now. It's not even close. Positive plus minus against Dallas, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And
I can't think of anybody else.
Everybody here, everybody who's listening, find you a partner that loves you as much as Andrew Peeke loves taking muffins from the point.
God, does he love it. And send him high, too. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or wide.
Put it in the net above the glass instead.
That guy shoots. You know how people are like, oh, man, I should probably defer to Pasta. Peeke is the only man on the planet who's like, I think I'm better than Pasta.
Yeah. He's like, nah, I got this.
Meanwhile, McAvoy is over here passing every chance he gets. Like, would you just shoot the fucking puck?
What must Lohrei feel when he makes a dance at the blue line, absolutely puts his Mark's jock in the rafters, and creates space for a beautiful pass, and then the guy he has to pass it to, his only option in open ice is Andrew Peeke.
Yep. High and wide or right into the chest of one of your own guys. God forbid you hit one of the opposing dudes. Just shoot low. Get the tip. Like, it's not that fucking... There are diehard Peak fans who listen to us, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And
There are
I'm here to
true
tell you. I'm
defenders.
here to tell you guys, stop.
Yeah.
Enough.
It's
Like, I know there are a lot of people who just love like the tough, hard-nosed hockey. He doesn't even do that.
He doesn't even do it. Peak or Derek Forbort?
Oh, Forbort, because Forbort was hilarious.
That Forbort was really funny. Although I do laugh when Peak sends a headhunter every fucking time he's in the fucking offensive zone. I laugh even harder when he gets
a while, Forbort would just
shift.
uncork a tweet of like, "Hey, I'm stuck in an elevator. I might kill myself. I don't know." Like, he's like the darkest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah. Classic humor.
Yeah, it's great.
God.
Gallows.
Terrible. We did lose a defenseman, though. A tragic loss.
Tragic.
No one learned how to say his name, but it's Kolyachonik. He gets claimed by Dallas,
Yeah,
who was the
we
only
waived him.
team.
Was he still
waived
paying
him
rent
again.
on his place in Dallas? Come on back, bud.
That fan base loves that guy. They're ecstatic.
Yeah.
Andrew, give your take on this, because I don't know if I agree, but I think it's worthwhile.
It just felt like it was a style clash. Kolyachonok is I got it right. Now
No,
that
you
he's
didn't,
gone.
but good try.
Yeah, I did.
You said
Kolyachonok.
We used his name in an episode title.
Kolyachonik.
Kolyachonok. So Kolyachonok, very
I'm
physically,
probably not saying it right either, for what it's worth.
very physically gifted. I think that's very obvious.
Huge
Yeah.
horn.
Huge horn.
Huge horn. Named like Vladislav. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Very physically gifted. He's a bit of a wild buck out there. Like, he's a bit of an adventure defensively. And you could tell in his shifts, he does not want to be positioned correctly.
Now, it's such a small sample size that I
Such a small sample size, but it's enough. It's enough where Sturm was like, there were so many injuries on the back end. He's like, I don't want to use this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I noticed him, I was like, I kind of like the way he moves. Clearly a good skater. I like his board
Great
work.
skater.
I liked his pinches, but
Incapable of staying home, though.
yeah, and I don't think I really clued in on that all that much. But if somebody plays 18 minutes for us and they're like, we're waiving him, I just got to lean on the coaching. These guys know more than I do. They know more than all of us combined. Like, I'm going to lean on the coaching staff.
It
here.
reminded me of Matt Irwin when Matt Irwin was here.
Oh my God. Matt Irwin.
Matt Irwin played 2 games for the Claude Julien Bruins in 2015. And Julien went, nope. Absolutely, he was a -5. And Julien went, no, I can't. No, I can't have this.
God, was that Julian's last year?
Second to last.
Second to last. All right.
And just to kind of back up your point, or maybe lend a little credence to it, the idea that maybe you just got to lean on coaching, and coaching, if they didn't believe in him, you send a message to the front office and be like, you could go ahead and move on from him because it's not going to work here. What did I say when we signed him? He's 24, and we were his 5th fucking team.
Yep.
You were the only one that really brought it up as a point of maybe there's something wrong here. We were like, he's just been that luck.
The Dallas fans were just devastated by the loss, and you just kind of like, okay, well,
They don't know hockey, Ian.
There is a very
They're
ardent
just
Dallas
there
Stars fan
because
that's
it's
listened to
cool
us
in
for
there.
years. You're going to offend him.
No, that's fine. It's the South. There's going to be some really good hockey fans, and then you have a lot of casuals.
Yeah, that's true.
No offense to the good hockey fans there, but
Dude, I love the Dallas home games of the playoffs, though. They're raucous.
here's my problem, and here's why I'm being cynical towards Dallas. What fucking Western Conference team do I pick pretty much every year since we started this podcast?
Dallas.
Team do I say they're going to come out and they're going to finally get over the hump? I pick Dallas every
You're so
fucking year.
sick of them.
I'm so over it. It's just putting all of my. It's like making the same bet every year, just knowing I'm donating $100 to nobody.
Hell yeah.
All 23, 6. Fuck.
I love gambling on sports because it's just a donation to billionaires, and I feel good about that.
Yep.
I love corporate slop.
Yeah, I am here for the shareholders' value and nothing else. My life means nothing.
It's good that he's going back to where he's already confident and comfortable. It's probably going to blow up in their face because he's probably.
They put him right in the minors.
Did you wave me? Yeah.
Yep.
They put him right in the minors, which
I think
is why they claimed him again.
Yeah, and that's fine, and that's probably what they were trying to do the first time they put him on waivers.
Wait, how?
So if you are the team that got poached, if the other team puts you on waivers after 30 days, you can put him right to the minors if you reclaim him, which is exactly what they did.
Ian, want to know why you didn't know that?
Why?
Because this shit never happens.
It's true.
Ever.
I can't remember the last time this happened.
So this dude is not only hard to pronounce, he's just a unicorn in that way. This shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But here we are.
This guy's going to play for 10 teams by the time he's 28.
I love that. I would love for him to be like I don't remember who it is.
Suitcase Stempniak?
He's going to have more jerseys than Ian Bonner.
No, hold on. Well, now I got to up my game.
Yeah. Who, by the way, is your Stars jersey? I couldn't tell the number.
Wyatt Johnson. I got that after winning the fantasy league last year.
Got you. I sold it, but I had a Khadobin Stars jersey.
Oh,
nice.
We love
Doctor Who.
I grabbed it because I was like, oh, this is like an elite pawn jersey because you wanted something bright and silly or whatever. And then it was just sitting there. I wasn't wearing it. And I was just like, same thing as I just said 2 minutes ago. I am tired of the Stars right now because they just, if I predict they win something, they don't.
If I ever get back on the ice, it'll be to play in net, and I'll buy a beat-up Nabokov jersey.
Okay.
That's exactly what I want.
Sharks or Islanders?
Sharks. Absolutely. Islanders should suck it.
Nice.
I'll be a hater of any team for any reason. You know me.
You can get some real cred if you get a Nabokov Islanders jersey.
No, fuck him.
Yeah.
Nabokov was, he was
There's
so
only one
cool.
Islanders jersey worth getting, by the way. Just
the Gordon's Fisherman?
No.
Because I have one of those.
He's very
the Nystrom jersey.
You should get a Nystrom jersey.
That actually
Fisherman
makes sense.
Yeah.
That scans. I thought we were going to go with Schaefer.
The
I'm like,
Uncle Bob
history.
jersey. You got to get the Uncle Bob.
It's my uncle.
It's the best.
I want to get one jersey that's just vile. Like, I would get a Islanders Gretzky jersey, and people would just be like, what the fuck is that?
Dude,
just to piss people off.
Dude, you're going to get stabbed. Wait.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure the other Stars jersey you have is vile to me.
Oh, first of all, I have a couple because I also have the Mooderus.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's also
I thought you meant the glow in the dark one.
Oh, you have that too?
Yeah,
you have all the disgusting shit.
I love Dallas's jerseys. I fucking love them.
Now, the best Stars jersey ever is the old North Stars.
Yes,
and
it's
honestly,
clean.
And like even the next North Stars, that they brought that style down to Dallas. Like, I still love that jersey. The Madonna era.
It's right up there. I do need to get a Madonna actually at some point. It's right up there with just classic Red Wings jerseys. Like, Red Wings have just some of the cleanest jerseys.
Okay, so I put those in different categories because it's like when you think Red Wings and Rangers and the Bruins and stuff like that, Toronto, Maple Leaf, like you think like the original six, but like there's other teams that also have like those clean classic jerseys. Mm-hmm. And then you have like that next tier of where they tried something a little bit out of the box, but it's still classic and cool. The Stars jersey, we're talking the same thing, like the actual star design that's part of like the structure of the jersey, not just the logo, right?
Yeah.
The Madonna era. Yeah. I would compare that to like Sharks and the old purple Mighty Ducks jersey. Like, it's that era of, man, that looks fucking good, but it's like still a little bit 90s. Modern. You know what I mean? Like a little. They took a chance and it worked.
Yeah. Like modern for the time.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah. I don't think Toronto has a good jersey, by the way.
I think Toronto's jersey is one of the best in the game. I just love that it walks away with tears all over it every year.
Yeah, their logo just kind of, I just don't vibe
It's so
with it.
old and classic, though. Like,
Yeah. We got into a jersey discussion. We're all over the place. This is great.
Put that in the notes for an off-season topic. We'll have a jersey episode.
Well,
because I fucking love the aesthetics of fucking old-time hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. It's just such a nostalgic feeling, and nostalgia is always better than the present. Mm-hmm. Andrew, do you want to break down the trade that never was?
So, it looks like we were going to get Rasmus Andersson this weekend, boys.
Yeah, but remember who first reported it, and then it just never works out. Like it just never goes his way.
Remember. It wasn't Jimmy Murphy; it was James Murphy.
Wait, what?
He's changed his name.
He's James Murphy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were literally talking about two different human beings, and I was like, I was very rude about somebody I don't know.
So the trade that wasn't Rasmus Andersson going to the Boston Bruins for Mason Lohrei, Matthew Patra, and a 2027 first. Never happened.
Never happened.
Because
they wanted more.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no extension.
They wanted more and no extension.
Yeah.
Yep. We offered 7 by 9, right? 9 million.
7 years, 9 mil. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm okay with this not happening.
Didn't they also pull a second out of us in the trade offer?
The Friedman is reporting that the trade offer was Lohrei, Patra, and a 2027 first.
I thought I saw something about a second as well.
It was all over the place for this stuff. Like
it was potentially, Friedman was saying it was potentially a 2026 if the extension could come across the finish line. The 2026 first was floated, but ultimately the offer never budged from the 2027 first.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But he goes to Vegas for Zach Whitecloud, prospect Cole Clayton, a first, a 2026 first, and a 2027 first if the Vegas Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup. Otherwise, the 2027 pick is a second. You guys' thoughts?
I am glad that he's not here for a couple of reasons. I didn't want to give up a first-round draft pick for anybody, realistically. Not anybody. Obviously, there's multiple players in this league that I would give up that first for in a second. Not necessarily him. I had no other qualms. Like, if we're replacing Lohrei with another person who's going to take his role and actually a higher role than him, yes, Lohrei's expendable. Patra, I've said it to you guys privately, and I've said it on Twitter and all this stuff. He was a good story. He has some ability. We haven't seen everything, but he took this year's demotion and has not done anything to pull himself out of it, and he's going to get lapped real quick when it comes to that position. I don't see him breaking through. There's other bodies that are going to get chances probably before him at this point. So I don't have any problem with what we were going to give up. Wasn't feeling great about the first. Not upset that it didn't cross the finish line. Would have been interesting. He probably could have been a good player here. I don't really know why this team absolutely shits their fucking selves over Swedish defenseman, but here we are.
High point totals. One of the highest goal scoring defensemen in the league. Absolutely. I'm not saying he's a bad player. Like I would have taken him on the team. I just wasn't in love with what we were giving up from the draft pick standpoint. Pure on ice hockey sense, it makes sense.
Yeah. I would like.
Were you okay with the contract?
I was fine with the contract if we were going to have it.
A little high,
but
he's going to end up probably getting more.
Yeah, on the open market. Oh yeah.
But
unless
here's
Vegas ends up signing him, which is still a possibility.
I think he will.
Yeah.
God, there's so much to say about this.
I'm not a fan of the player specifically. But even though hockey sense, it made sense. I'm kind of two minds here. I'm not a big fan of the player in terms of the role that he would have taken, but he's a right-handed defenseman, which we are desperate for right now.
This is where I'm at. That trade was fine to me. I don't mind the first. I don't obviously love it. It's not something was it our first or the Panthers first?
It said 2027 first. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, either way, I thought the deal was fine because, and we all have to keep this in mind, I saw a lot of people really clutching their pearls about the first and the age, the age is a total non-talker because this is a retool year.
Yeah.
The Bruins have nothing in the pipeline ready in the next 2 to 3 years for a second pairing right-handed defenseman. They have nothing that's close to ready there. And so if you can send out, of course, Lohrei and Patra are a price to pay, but like it's reasonable.
Gotta give to get. Yeah.
And a first that we hope to be a late first rounder to get 5, 6 years of really good play through Pasternak's late 20s, early 30s, McAvoy's late 20s, early 30s, Swayman's late 20s, and you shore up that right side a little bit for a defense that has been awful. Yes, this was an absolute win for the Bruins.
Rasmus Anderson's not that good defensively.
He's fine defensively on a team that's, as a unit, awful. Yeah. I think the analytics do him a little disjustice there. I'm not upset. His individualized
zone entry score is first percentile, as in 1%, as in he's in the bottom 1% in the league.
I understand that. But again, the vibes in Calgary have been terrible for years. Like, this has been bad play for a while now. Like, there has been zero structure for that team for even last year's burst. Like, it's been kind of gross to watch for a large portion of it.
It's bad.
I don't think he's a defensive shutdown guy, which is why he'd be paired with Zadorov in the first place. But at the end of the day, not devastating the trade doesn't happen because it's one of those where like, okay, I feel like the value was fair here. It didn't work out. Fine. Right? If he wasn't willing to sign an extension, absolutely you walk away from it.
The moment he said, I'm not signing an extension at this time, Sweeney was out.
Which is great. That's good management. But the trade itself, totally fine. And I love Patra. You know I love Patra. But we can't overvalue these picks. The goal is to have these picks in the late 20s. One of these 4 picks over the next 2 years in the first round should absolutely be moved because we are retooling, not rebuilding. People want to use all 4 picks. That's a rebuild. Like, you're waiting 3-4 years for those players because they're all getting chosen in the most optimistic way, in a terrible way, in 12 after, right? Like, we're not getting another top 10 pick unless things go really wrong. The whole point is retool. They want to be competitive next year. People talking about his age, 29 years old, he's going to be 30. Yeah, that's fine because we're supposed to be looking at the next 5 years being competitive with Pasta, McAvoy, Swayman, Minton, Elias. It was a whole different conversation. That trade is fine because it is an area of need. A first does nothing for you for this window. I understand wanting to value those first round picks. Getting a player like Rasmus Andersson, who, even if you don't love him, he's worth a first round pick. Like, you would use a first round pick for Andersson's career immediately. You'd be like, yes, I know that I'm getting him at 20 years old, whatever. Boom, you use a first rounder on him. Trading a first round pick for a great player is the same thing as using a fucking first round pick. We're just trying to maximize the window. The conversations that keep happening about, like, is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? That's the wrong conversation when you're comparing a retool versus a rebuild. People keep focusing on that, like, well, they should keep all their picks. They should focus on the future. Okay, then trade Pasternak, trade McAvoy, trade Swayman, reset. Because either we just sit in the fucking mushy middle with just those guys as pillars, and we just keep making our picks and hope that it spans out when they're in their 32, 33, 34-year-old season. Or we actually try to compete next year, which means using 1 or 2 of these 4 first-rounders to bring in help. I'm fine not getting Rasmus Andersson, but moving 1 or 2 of those picks for a real need is an excellent strategy for what we're trying to do. You don't get to debate if it's the right thing or not at this point because we know that the front office is doing it.
Mm-hmm. Would you feel the same way if it was one of the 2026 picks?
So this brings up a really interesting conversation because that's scary with 32 games left. But is it scarier than the unknown of next year? I don't know. I don't know which one actually has more value. Yeah. And so I actually think I would use Toronto's, like if people view Toronto's 2026 pick as better, yes, I would ship that out because I think Toronto's going to be fine. They're going to be in the playoffs. Like that's the first one I'm willing to move if people have value there. So I'm going to annoy Thomas here, and I apologize, Thomas, because I know you don't like trade talk, especially well before the trade deadline. I have 3 players. And
we have a secondary trade deadline about to come up, to be fair.
Which is so fun for me. Ugh, it's so great. I have 3 players that I want to talk about, and we'll do this briefly. We won't go all crazy on it. But I have put together 3 trade packages, and they're hefty, and they'll make you sad, but this is what I'm looking at. If the Bruins really want to fucking do this.
Well, first of all, before you do this,
please.
I want to confirm. So this shows where the front office is. This offer shows where the front office is. Thomas, I kind of want to start with you just for a second. You have a bit of a distaste of them using the first round pick. Yep. Knowing that this is where their head is at, are you okay with it right now?
Yeah, I mean, the position of need is what they were targeting. Mm-hmm. So I get that. Ian, I get what you've said before, where it's just like you're going to get NHL ready players now, so give up the first round. And it's literally the only reason I like that and can get behind that is because we're right now and we're in Pasta's window, we're in McAvoy's window, we're in Lindholm's window. Like this is the time to do that. Otherwise, why have Pasta? Go ahead and fucking trade him and build. Just
you
completely
get 4 first rounders for Pasta.
Yeah.
Like
so I totally understand that part. The other side is if I'm not thinking about right now, which is easy for me to do, I guess. Yeah. I've been that person before. It's just okay. Go get those first rounders because then you have players that you can underpay.
Mm-hmm. You even said yourself, you entered this season thinking about 2027.
Right, and that's 100%. What this trade was, by the way. This trade, because he refused to, if he wasn't going to extend, he wasn't going to trade for him. This was a trade for next year, not for this year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Ian, go ahead. Ask your fucking trade shit.
I'm going to ask it. I appreciate that. I knew this was going to piss you off, and I apologize.
No, I'm okay.
There's 3 players that would take massive. I was going to do a role play thing here, but I know Thomas would mute me as soon as it started. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. It would be so funny, but I'm not giving him the fucking chance. 3 players that are signed to long-term contracts that would be difficult to pry away from these teams. I understand that. Mm-hmm. Money would have to be moved for these deals, so I'm pretending that Korpisalo and Peak have already been moved out of the lineup to make this happen.
Oh, man, you're just jerking it off right now for that.
I'm jerking it off. The easy one, Hronek, 28 years old, right shot defenseman, year 2 of an 8-year deal at $7.25 million per year.
Amazing.
That's a complete no move.
Yeah.
Yep, I get it. Yeah. But like,
this is an insane hypothetical. Yes,
insane hypothetical.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
And also, most of these guys actually have clauses on it, but they want out. They're not going to want to stick around for what Vancouver's going
Jake
through.
DeBrusk wants out, by the way, just to kind of throw that out.
Hilarious. I feel bad for him. Hronek's an excellent offensive skill set, clean breakout passes, average defender, but is typically playing against like opponents' elites in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. If you were to offer a trade, and I don't know if Vancouver says yes to this, Toronto's 2026 first, Matthew Patra, Mason Lohrei, so the same thing as Rasmus. You add Zajac in as goaltending help.
Okay.
Does that start a conversation with Vancouver? And would you be willing to move all that for Hronek?
Yes. I love the money. I like the player. And also, like I said before, if you're pulling back a defenseman, you want them to be better than the defenseman you're giving up. He's Lohrei with the fucking volume turned up to 11.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm fine with that. And right-handed, which is, again, like I'm assuming that all these trades are going to be for what we actually need as opposed to, this player's fun. But I would have that conversation. Look, I'm not trying to shit on the Rasmus conversation either. I'm content that it didn't happen.
I am too. Like, that's the thing, is I was a fence sitter on the trade, and I was like, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It didn't happen for us.
But if I had to choose between those two, I would lean towards what you just said. Zajac a decent player. I do like him. He's not gonna become a 2 here. He's got more to learn. We want to see DiPietro up here.
Definitely think he has something.
He does. He absolutely does, and that's what's sweetening the pot for Vancouver.
Yep.
That's why I think that conversation is a valid conversation that Vancouver would have.
I think they counter, and I think they want more, but like I think it gets you.
I mean, no matter what,
hang up the phone.
At least if they're not doing their job, if they're not going to see if they can shake the fucking tree a little bit more and get a little bit more.
Never let them
never forget.
Counting.
Yeah. Andrew, thoughts on that one?
I might be a little attached, but Lohrei and Patra, I'm bummed about. I'm bummed that neither of them probably have a future here. So that is a good start, because Lohrei still has some upside. He's kind of showing it right now. His play has been very much improved.
Of course,
on both sides of the puck.
Of course, he has the 2-goal game right when that rumor breaks.
Yeah, on his birthday too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
on his birthday. Yep. Yeah, he had some swagger, but Patra immediately slots into the 3C for Vancouver, like instantly.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they hang up. I think they think about it.
No, they don't. They don't kick you out of bed. In that same call, I'd be like, okay, my focus is Hronek, but for shits and gigs, what are you willing to do for Elias Pettersson? But that's another story for another time.
That's a scary one too.
Yeah,
that is. But yeah, that's going to turn into a whole conversation. That's going to bring this.
The podcast will be 3 hours, and Thomas will be like, "Well, I'm going to kill both of them."
If you want to talk centers, here's my next trade: 26-year-old Robert Thomas out of St. Louis.
Smooth.
Right shot center, year 3 of 8, $8.125 million per year. He's an elite play driver, consistently lifts less talented line mates, can finish, but he's more of a facilitator, strong defensively. Guys, a stellar 1C, a true 1C. Fraser Minten, Will Zellers, Bruins 2026 first, and their 3rd round pick this year. Do they hang up the phone, or do they? I think they stay on the line.
I think they definitely stay on the line.
Yeah, they listen to that.
It's still a tough call though for both sides, right?
It's a tough call for me. It's a tougher call. Again, I don't want to be a hater, but like, I think Lohrei has more, but I think we have a pretty good understanding of what the ceiling is.
You would add Lohrei into this, or
no? I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the first trade.
Oh, okay.
Like my willingness to move Lohrei, Patra, and whatever package is. It's a lot more palatable than Minten and what I believe Zellers could potentially be.
Yeah, Minten would have to be part of that deal. I think. I would
tend to agree, and I really like Minten. And
it would be everything.
I don't think we've seen the ceiling for him either, and I think it's more.
It would be everything in my power not to tell Armstrong to go fuck himself if he asks for Minten. But if the Bruins are offering this, if I'm Armstrong, I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
You think this is wildly like in favor of St. Louis?
I think
Thomas is a fucking good player.
He's 26 years old, and he's 8.125. Like, that's nuts.
If he continues the trajectory that he's at, like this is blasphemous. I don't want to even say this out loud, but there's the replacement that you needed when you lost Bergeron.
Yes, he's a true 1C.
I'm not saying he's Bergeron, but he is a true 1C. He's a good,
you do have to
sound defensive player, and he's not going to score you 40 fucking goals, but he's going to be a part of a good offense.
Pasta would hit 60 with him at center.
I believe it too.
You do have to give to get. Let me float a slight counter offer, a slight counter to yours.
Yeah, what do we do?
Obviously, put in Mitten because I think Mitten definitely gets your foot in the door.
Deal.
Yeah, Mitten gets your foot in the door. Instead of Zellers, why not throw in a Liesel type? Fresh start.
Zellers has more value, but yes, you would start with Liesel, I think, here. Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Zellers, I want to see what else is there. Mm-hmm. But I get it. I think that's worthwhile. That's worthwhile, but man, like I'm trying really hard not to get my preconceived biases clouding this.
I'm pretty proud of these deals because I feel like I'm working outside the bias a little bit. This is a real package.
Fraser Minton might have, we don't know for sure, but that's the thing about upside and potential. Mm-hmm. Fraser Minton might have 25 goal, elite defensive C upside.
He could.
So what you're saying right now is what we might have in Fraser Minton is essentially what you're trading. That's what you're essentially trying to trade. So you're trying to expedite having a player like that by trading for Thomas.
Yep.
Or you
I think
can
Thomas is far more skilled.
Or I believe so too.
Yeah.
I do believe so. But I think Fraser Minton has the ability to give you just about what you're trading for, and you've already fucking got him. And you don't have to package Zellers in there. You don't have to throw picks at it. I don't know. This one bugs me, and this is why I fucking hate trade talk, because I do really like Thomas as a player.
Hey, I'm not going to get defensive about the trades. I'm throwing these out there, and trust me, the people are going to message me about it and tell me how dumb I am anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. I can't wait.
Last one. Damon Severson, 31-year-old.
No.
Right shot defenseman.
Yeah. No. This is going to have to be a very weak package going back. I'm not a fan.
You don't like him at all.
I'm not a fan. I would take him, but the package is going to have to be not nearly what you just threw at me.
Oh, no. It's not. But still, it is a real package. David Severson has been stellar the last couple of years.
No.
Just a flat no.
No, flat.
Go ahead. How much Blue Jackets do you watch?
Ian, I know I've said this to you plenty of times, but give me the package.
So the package is, it would be Liesel, it'd be Lohrei, and it would be a Bruins second.
No. I would go.
And remember, he has 5 more years at 6.25.
Yeah. There's the
right
why
side.
I'd say. There's the why I'd say absolutely not.
He's such a huge upgrade on the second pair. He's an immense upgrade.
Yeah, and so is Yogi Haru over peak. What are we doing?
Sure, but over Yogi Haru, Severson's in a different stratosphere.
Here's why that money is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad money, and we need to keep our defensive salary under control. And that's good money. That's good control. I mean, if Lohrei fucking panned out, he's probably going to be somewhere around that dollar amount. And
if Lohrei panned out,
Lohrei's not nearly the player. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with that.
If Lohrei panned out,
that one's tempting, and honestly, I think some people listening will probably have more of a issue with Liesel, but it's probably the same people who are like, if you're not going to play him, trade him. There's your fucking trade.
Also, hold on, Andrew. Lohrei will never be as good defensively as Damon Severson. Are you under the impression that he's a poor defender?
I know for a fact that there has been that his metrics over a couple years back were not good at all in Columbus. I know he had gotten scratched a lot under Evison, but he's gone now. So maybe under a new coach, he ups that value a little more. I've never been a fan of the player.
Oh, okay.
I've never been a fan of the player, but I wasn't a fan of Rasmus Anderson. Maybe I'm looking for something a little too unobtainable. You know,
this is a good conversation though. This is interesting.
Yeah, I could totally cop to that, but I think that if you are going for that right side, and how old is Severson? He's 30.
31. He's the oldest of the three options here.
I think a 31-year-old on a 5-year deal, and you are giving up. Say the package again. It's Liesel, a second, and Lohrei.
And Lohrei. Yep.
Who are you putting on the left side?
Oh, that's a whole different conversation because at least Lohrai's been part of a lot of trade talks at this point.
Yep.
You can argue that Brune
putting on the left side to slot in for Lohrei.
You can argue that Brune is ready.
Okay.
You could also Hampus played the right side the other night.
Yes, he did, and so did Lohrei.
Wait, did they both play the right side the other night?
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
Sturm has been doing this for a few games where they've been rotating people on the left and right.
Yeah. All right. Well, but no, you have Hampus, you have Zadorov, you have Aspero, you have Harris when he comes back. I'm not worried about filling that in. And then Brune, of course, is the next guy up on that left side.
Okay. So you're just Lohrei's spare goods now.
Well, I mean, if he was gone in the Rasmus trade, who do you think would have slotted in?
I don't know.
Like that's.
I don't think it's Brune. I think they really want to keep him in Providence right now.
Yeah, it really seems that way. It really does. These were fun to put together.
He's an all-star, by the way.
Fantastic. These deals were fun to put together. I went through all the teams. I'm like, what could we do for a true long-term fit? We would have to pay. You have to pay extra for like the extra years, obviously. I think some of these get you in the door. I think some of them, I don't know. Depends on the fan base is what the opinion's actually going to be. But fun to kind of go through the trade machine right now. You know?
Yeah, fun to fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
No, that's
literally
exactly.
the line item in the itinerary is Ian would like to annoy Thomas with some trade talk.
I'm seeing that now. Yes.
Yeah.
All of those are at least conversation starters when it comes to GMs discussing a potential deal. Like none of those are outlandish to me.
I have to look at Severson a little more. I think
you'll be impressed. Honestly, I think you will.
Yeah,
I've liked that player for a while.
I just remember during the playoff run for Columbus when they were charging toward the playoffs, Severson was stapled to the bench. He was getting scratched a lot.
Yikes.
So,
I mean, I can see why that would stick with you.
but yeah, he got scratched for 9 straight games at one point last year.
Yikes. Yeah.
So I think that's sticking to me. But also, the guy who did that just got fired.
Got fired, and also like the defender that we're giving up in that deal, Lohrei's had some scratches himself. So
yeah, mm-hmm.
It's not
came out of it better. He came out of it better.
Yeah, and obviously so did Steve's.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay,
yeah. Do you want to talk about Steve's?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I don't want to do it.
2 years, 1.625. So. A little over $1.5 million for 2 years. Fine with it?
Yeah, I do. Maybe rich by 200,000. Maybe I'm not gonna fucking.
I mean, if this deal was given to him 3 weeks ago, not a problem.
Right. Good point.
The $200,000 it's whatever, man. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, I'd like to make $200,000.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about piss money. Piss money.
Piss money. Good for him.
No, I'm fine with it.
It's
a good little bit of business for a player who empties the fucking tank. You need guys like that, and you're paying them not very much over league minimum realistically when you look at the grand scheme of some of the contracts that are out there right now. So fine with it.
I am kind of two minds of this deal.
Shocking.
Yeah. One, this is a guy who completely reinvented himself to fit the needs of the team. When Steves was in Toronto, he was a score first, second, and third all offense. He has transformed himself into a useful Swiss Army knife bottom of the roster forward who can kill penalties in a pinch.
Thank you for getting that sentence out.
Yeah.
It's a Swiss Army knife bottom.
That was actually what I put in my yearbook in high school.
Swiss Army knife bottom. I can do whatever you want, baby.
It's true. I've seen his yearbook.
Completely transformed his game, and you got to respect guys like that. And I think Steve's has definitely earned some attaboy. This is a big attaboy. He's earned his attaboy. And the last couple of games, he hasn't really done much, but he's had a couple plays. The diving stop against Chicago.
That was huge.
The fight. He's done a couple of things that made me go, this guy's desperate to keep a job, and he will do whatever it takes to keep it. You got to have guys like that. Here's my other mind of it. Man, this bottom six makes a lot.
Yeah, but it makes a lot because of Jeannot and Corrali, and that's basically it.
Kaslik does make a lot, but he's kind of a super bottom six guy.
Kaslik doesn't make a lot.
He makes 1.7.
There's 1.56, but yeah, he makes less than Corrali. He makes half of what Jeannot makes. He makes basically right in line with Asamont.
Okay, let me ask you, Asamont, Jesus. Let me ask you something. He's on the Jeffrey VL plan right now. But let me ask you something. Are you one of those who would rather see a rotational bottom six of cheaper contracts like league min, ELCs, stuff like that? Or do you believe in signing premium, quote unquote, bottom six contracts?
Rotation, 100% of the time.
Yeah, that's not what they're doing here.
I mean, it kind of is. When you're talking about less than 2 million, Jeannot, again, aside, because we've had that conversation ad nauseum, and Jeannot's been good this year. Honestly, he's been fine. He's the most overpaid. He's the most overpaid fourth liner in the league, but maybe not in the league. I should look at what Vancouver's putting out there.
I think you're 100% right. I think he is the most. I think he is in terms of that.
But you're gonna have vets I guess when you say rotation, it doesn't all have to be rookie contracts.
No, I didn't say rookie contracts. I said league min and rookie, league min and ELC.
Do you have some league min guys out here? Like Steve's was league min this year. You'll have league min guys work their way in over the next couple of years, I'm sure. But yeah, I guess this year they've committed to a couple guys for a couple of years. They want some vets in the room as they're bringing in all this youth that's actually playing above them. It's fine. I have no issues with any of it, especially when there's opportunity for young guys to get those minutes. I just don't see it as a problem. They're not spending. They spend so much more on their defense than they do fucking on their offense.
Thomas, what do you think?
What was the question again? You just went off on a tangent.
Sorry.
Would you rather? Do you think? First of all, do you think the bottom six makes too much in conjunction for who they are and what they do?
I mean, no, it's just the makeup of the team right now. Like we're a bottom six team. Like we're a team built off of the bottom six.
That's good or bad, depending on how you look at it.
It's more often than not, it feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
But there's balance. Like you do need to invest in your bottom six, or else that's championship teams have a good bottom six. You got to invest in it. Sometimes you strike out though. Like bottom six, you know what you're getting, or I guess realistically, you don't know what you're getting. It's your top six that you're spending the money on because you know that they are top tier talents. If you take some shots at the bottom six, sometimes you're going to miss. They've missed. There's players on this team that are quote unquote misses just because of the money that's tied to them, but they're not bad players.
I think the fact that this isn't variable completely kind of sticks me a little bit because
it's one six, though.
That's fine, but I'm looking at it right now. Our bottom six, has Asamont been playing?
Yeah,
he's played like one game in the last 5, I believe.
Okay, so not really.
No, and I think in his last 2 games he has less than 10 minutes time on ice.
Why can I not? Geeky's been on the right side of fucking Fraser.
Asamont also makes twice as much money as what they just gave Steve's.
I couldn't think of who else was in our bottom six. I was trying to do the math because I couldn't remember.
I think Asamont makes twice as much money as Steve's makes now. I think Steve's raise has him making more than Asamont.
By the way, the bottom six makes, if you ignore Geeky, who, I mean, I guess we can't ignore Geeky. Because Husnudinov is playing on the top line, and he's a league or he's an ELC. But basically, our bottom six makes less than 10 million, even with Jeannot's contract.
Okay, Andrew. By the way, you're right. Asimont, I thought was making 2.9 a year. It's spread over
2.9 total.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
I just the extra. What if they signed him to 1.3? Would you care?
Would you care enough that we're going to spend 10 minutes on this contract for Alex Steves on this fucking
As
podcast?
it's not totally variable, yes, I'd care.
Okay, wait. 1.3 is variable.
No, it's not. It's one. I believe it's 1.15.
I think next year it is, but yeah, maybe. All right. Either way, I'm not going to quabble over that. You know, the extra couple 100,000 at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's no different than when you talk about variable. When you send a guy down who's making league min, I mean, yeah, there it all goes, but also you're leaving extra on the table. When you send a guy down who's actually making a little bit more than league min, you're actually burying more in a weird way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does. If someone makes 1.6 and you send them down, you're saving 1.2. We'll roll around. If someone's making 925,000, you send them down, you're just saving the 925,000.
But it's completely variable and it doesn't go on your cap at all.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you're still this semantics of it all.
It sure is, buddy.
I just think if we're gonna argue about $200,000, then we've done something else tragically wrong somewhere. I've
argued about less
sign
money,
a $3.4 million deal to a fourth liner. Like, that's what you should get upset about, not the 1.6 for a guy who's going to play on the third and fourth line throughout his time here.
That's fair. I think.
Also, I think the agent had a great point of like, hey, you've used this guy in the top six, bump him up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that is true, but also, you know who also played in the top six this year? Mikey Asimont.
I was going to say, like, you name a player, you probably were right at some point.
Yeah, Mikey Asimont actually started games at second line right wing this year.
Fantastic. Love to see it.
It's
Can't
been
get
a weird
Fraser
year.
Minton up there somehow, though.
Fraser Minton.
Whatever. No, I just can't. I don't have the energy to be upset about this after I've talked about it for 10 minutes.
No. Want to sneak some voicemails in, boys?
Probably should.
Yeah, probably should. Yeah, we can do that. All right, here we go.
What's up, boys? It's Wes. Not that I'm mad about it, but it feels kind of weird that Kolyachonok only got one game during that entire stretch of bad play and injured defensemen and all of that. But a couple of guys getting healthy, they're going to need to make roster moves soon. I didn't get to catch about half the game he played, but he seemed fine enough, especially compared to how certain members of our defensive squad seem to play. Am I missing something here? Or I feel like they give the guy another game at some point. That's all I got. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go Bees.
They did give him another game. He had two.
Ian, you kind of already covered this. Do you want to give like a quick finality to it?
I think this is more Andrew making the point of like, you know, he just didn't fit the system, right? That was. I gotta trust the coaching staff on this, right?
That's ultimately
with all of the injuries, the fact that he could not get on the ice for longer than 18 minutes, you said, Ian?
It speaks.
Yeah, I think that is the best point, which the caller pointed out as well. Like, you have so many injuries on the back end, you still can't work him in. It's like, well,
he kind of answered his own question there, but I get it. It's like you want to give a guy a pretty good look, but again, this dude's been on 17 of the fucking NHL rosters at this point.
I think every time we talk about him, we should just up the number of teams he's been on.
That's what I was doing.
I would have made the same phone
he's
call.
been on 25 teams now.
In the first 10 minutes of hearing that news, I would have made the same phone call. Like, I would have been like, why didn't they just fucking find a way to work him in more? But Andrew texted us immediately and made some good points. So I was like, okay, I don't have to think about it. That's fine.
This next call, I just want to point out that the transcription starts with, "Hey guys, long time cream, short time wagon." I don't know what that means.
I know exactly who this is, and that's exactly what he said.
There's no way that's what he said.
Go ahead.
Long time cream, short time wagon.
Hey guys, long time cream, short time wagon says here.
What?
And I was just wondering about.
What did he actually say there?
No, he did say that.
Long
They
time
did
cream?
say that. Is this Into the Den?
No.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was for the first. I gotta check it on Into the Den.
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, long time cream, short time wagon says here. And I was just wondering about Brunet and his fantastic selection to the AHL All-Star team. How long do you think he makes it to the blue line? And do you think we'll see him next year, especially with Lohrei being probably getting traded to Calgary for Rasmus Anderson? Does he get over Kolyachonok? All right, thanks guys. Go Bees!
Go Bees! Did sound like Into the Den for a half
heard
second there.
Into the Den when he said wagon. I heard it. Yeah. Long time cream, short time wagon. Please explain.
On the Discord, join the Discord. It's wild. This guy extols the virtues of the Edmonton Oilers' third cream jersey and all the tweets saying all aboard the cream wagon that fucking Edmonton will tweet. So he is now the cream wagon because he loves it so much.
Okay. I did not put that together.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Cream.
to.
This is where I'll draw the line, by the way. This.
Wake up, Tiffany. The cream
Wake up,
the
Tiffany,
cream
the
wagon's
cream
rolling
wagon's
into
here.
town.
Wow, she might divorce me before we get married. I don't even know how that's possible.
I'm gonna test that on Danielle and see what she does.
You're just
Dude, Danielle is the best thing in your life. I don't know if I'd be risking it.
She's all you got, brother. Like,
Man, you know what? You guys are so right.
do you want to tackle this before I move on?
I forget what he said because we're talking about
It's
It's
just-
stuck in the cream in the wagon.
It's just stuck on the cream of the wagon. He's talking about
Brunet will see the ice
Brunet.
next year. 100% he'll see the ice next year.
He'll see the ice. Brunet will 100% see the ice next year. I think that they want him to finish out the year in the AHL, get in some playoffs, and then come on in to Boston next year and stay.
Hell yeah. Love it.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, here's another one.
Hey boys, Will calling in from Nova Scotia, and I am shocked. Can you believe that Twitter ran amok with a rumor from Jimmy Murphy that turned out to be wrong? Are you as shocked as I am? I am shocked that a Jimmy Murphy rumor turned out not to be true. Wow. Anyway, for real though, I am not a fan of signing Rasmus Anderson. It's just giving me big Elias Lindholm signing vibes. If you remember off-season 2024, the Bruins were like, we have this position that needs to be filled. At the time, it was top-line center. Right now, it's right-hand D. Player comes along like, we are the best player available for that. Okay, are you an actual solution that will help put us over the top? No. Most people just think I'm pretty good, not that great. But I am the best player available, right? And then you give him $8 million until he's in his late 30s. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm not a fan. Oh, don't do that, please. Oh, go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go
Bees. That was
flawless
silly.
execution. Yeah, like, there's nothing to say there. Great work.
10 out of 10. I love the role play there.
Yeah.
Roleplay does it for you.
I'm not answering that.
Here's another one.
I fucking will. Give me the bell.
So somebody wanted to point something out. This is Dickie, by the way. Somebody wanted to point something out. How many games have the Bruins won?
6,
And after they beat Dallas tonight,
7. Go motherfucking Bees.
this is my life. Go Bees.
That is exactly why we lost that game.
Oh, that was so good, though.
Are you calling out? Are you calling out little Dickie? Hey, there's got to be a better way to say
Look,
that.
I have. there's definitely a cleaner way to say that. I don't know if I told you guys this, but we had a fake Santa call and leave a voicemail for Nell right before Christmas and said, we've heard you're doing 6-7 jokes, and kids who do 6-7 jokes don't get presents.
You did say this, I think.
Yeah.
I
But the
remember.
motherfucking Bees, though.
The motherfucking Bees is great. The motherfucking Bees is perfect.
You know, I think your doubt and Little Dicky is what lost us that game. That's what I think. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to say it. There's really got to be a better way.
All right, here's another one.
Hello, partners. It's your favorite Georgia listening Dallas Stars fan calling in. I know tonight was a brutal loss on TNT for the Bruins, but that means there's plenty of awesome YouTube videos for Ian to make. Take care, guys. Go fast. And just for y'all, go Bees!
Go Bees!
Go Bees, I guess.
Go Bees.
Hey,
Tommy
go Cats.
Champagne.
Is that
Nice to
Tommy
hear from you,
Champagne?
bud. Yep. Nice to hear from you, bud.
Tommy Champagne's a Stars fan?
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's the one you insulted earlier. Excellent. Good work.
And I stole his name.
The original Tommy Champagne.
Yep. Yeah, but no notes. We'll let it happen. We'll let it happen. Here's another one.
Good afternoon, short shift. That's right, afternoon this fucking time. Anyways, yeah, nice to see Morgan Geeky break his scoreless drought, but at what
We didn't
cost?
talk
Apparently, an ass kicking, full on BTA. Yeah, Ian, you know about that. Tiff gives you those in the videos. Anyways, but
Oh, yeah.
holy hell, guys, that was not so good. I kind of knew going in ahead of vibe. I was like, oh, Dallas is on a cold streak, Boston's on a hot streak. I know how this ends for us. Usually a BTA. Anyways, hope y'all have a good one. Dad shit, you know, I'm not gonna say it every fucking time, but I will say this every time. Go Bees! And of course,
Go Bees!
Go Bees.
He's so polite.
So AJ just received the other day his Morgan Geeky is Elite shirt, wore it that
Oh,
night,
yeah.
and Morgan Geeky broke the streak. So thank you, AJ, on multiple levels.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's all
we
him.
didn't,
It's
we
all on
didn't
him.
discuss it earlier because I don't want to draw too much attention to it. He needed to fucking score. He did. Build on it so we can get back into business. That's where my head's at.
That's a hell yeah, brother.
I hope that this turns around. It's officially like I got worried during that game because of how invisible Geeky was for large stretches. And then, of course, he scores. So I'm going to keep with I'm still worried. And that's fine by me. That's where I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
You're still worried?
Yeah, I don't think this one tip-in goal in an already lost game.
My hope is
breaking
that, my hope is this is just throwing the monkey off the back just enough where he can loosen up a little bit. Loosen the grip on the stick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got nothing else for that.
circulation.
Give it
I think that was the perfect kind of goal for him to score, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you need to just get a nothing goal and just take that pressure off you because you know goddamn well every shift he's skating off the ice, he's like, fuck, how long is this going to last? Fuck, how long is this going to last?
Yeah, exactly.
He got one. Let's build on it. Start
Hell
with
yeah, brother.
One more.
It's right. I don't even give a shit that we got our asses kicked by Dallas because Geeky's goal fucking drought, whatever the fuck you want to call it, he scored. It's over. Go Bees!
That would be a silver lining in audio form right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's a perfect comedic timing for us to have the conversation.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wait. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go Bees. Go Bees.
Go Bees. Good point. Good point by you.
Andrew, it looks like you got one more topic here that, I mean, we might as well just about wrap up the episode before we get into predictions. Do you want to do it as it's almost like an NCAA? Whip it out?
Yep. Just real quick. We have some Hobie Baker nominations.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Letourneau, James Higgins, and Cornell's Ryan Walsh, 6th round pick.
Yep.
All nominated for the Hobie Baker.
That's
very
awesome.
Interesting. The way I view this is the same way as I view your conference championship trophies. Don't talk
Which
about
is?
it. Don't touch it.
Yeah. Fair.
That's what I'm at that.
I think we can talk about this one because so about 90 players, I think, this year were nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the semifinals.
Yeah. None of these guys are winning the Hobie Baker, and that's okay. But this is huge improvement for Letourneau, and that's awesome. Higgins belongs in the conversation and belongs in the next conversation, although it's unless he really goes nuclear, like it's not going to happen. And same thing with Ryan Walsh. But this is a classic good for them. Like this is just Good stuff.
It's basically like being named to the All-Pro team.
Yeah, saying something like, "Oh, well, it doesn't mean anything." It's not that it doesn't mean anything.
I did not say it doesn't mean anything.
Oh no! I wasn't trying to put that in. You're like, you see a lot of people be like, "Oh, whatever," but this is great. This is good stuff.
It's a nice.
They're just not going to win.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a nice acknowledgement, but
it's a good acknowledgement for the system.
It's
yes.
or the potential of the system. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The system's all potential. So yeah.
Well, especially for Dean, because Dean took a giant fucking step forward this year.
Mm-hmm.
And
he better with his size.
I mean, absolutely. But like, I think we have a pretty good rough idea of what James Higgins can and can't do, what he will and won't be.
Mm-hmm.
And the jury was certainly still out this time last year when we're talking about Dean Letourneau. This is an excellent boost of confidence for him. And that's all essentially this will end up being. It's just a resume piece. But I'm with you. It's a good for him. But
I like your point.
You also said 90 players got.
It's something like that. It's a huge amount.
It is a fuck ton.
Yeah.
So it's also just.
I think
It's
3
not
per program are
an
allowed.
All-Pro team. What's that?
I think 3 per program are allowed, something like that.
Yeah.
But most don't nominate 3 because it's ridiculous.
But I think but I think it's again, it's an acknowledgement. It's like this is the All-Pro. This is like the mid-season All-Pro team, basically, is what that is.
And Thomas makes the best point. Is like Higgins, yes, belongs to the conversation, but Letourneau getting this after what last year was. That's fucking massive. If you were to tell me before, like, hey, he's going to be one of 90 players like selected for this across the entire NCAA, that's awesome. Really? Did he score 5 goals this time? That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Huge improvement for him.
And
he's going to be a great winger in the NHL. I really believe it.
Yeah.
I really believe it.
And not for nothing, like Ryan Walsh, he's been kind of an afterthought. I wouldn't say he's kind of an afterthought. He is an afterthought.
Yeah.
He's been really good for Cornell for multiple years.
Yeah.
He missed the beginning of the year with an injury. He's over a point per game since he's come back. 18 points in 17 games. Like, he might have something. So, I don't know.
The Bruins have prospects. They do.
They do. They're real.
They're real.
They exist. They were drafted by Don Sweeney. How shocking is that?
People think that I make them up, but they're real. Sorry.
Ian?
Yeah, sorry.
Ian.
I found myself talking to another low qual the other day while doing the dishes, and I actually had to have a moment being like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Buddy. Which low qual was it?
It was Dallas, actually. This was before the Dallas game. This was before the Flames game.
This is a weird conversation. I don't like
there was
this.
no reason for me to be talking to Dallas. My brain just does stuff, and that's fine. Brains are supposed to do stuff.
Yeah, but what stuff is it supposed to do, and what stuff are you doing?
What am I, a fucking scientist over here? Come on, it does stuff. It's an electric piece of meat. It does things, and it makes my body move and my mouth say things.
Is that what Tiffany calls you? An electric piece of meat?
Oh, I wish. I'm gonna suggest that for a nickname.
Yeah, tenderize you with the belt.
Prediction?
She was so uncomfortable with that. Do you know I had to coach her through hitting me harder? Which was a really interesting conversation.
Somehow I believe that 100%.
Well, I wanted people to be like, wow, she's really getting them with this thing. But we're in our backyard. I can hear the neighbor, who's an elderly black woman, just getting into her home, listening to me like, no, you really got to like hit me, you got to hit. And then you hear the whap, and I heard the door slam, and I was like, she's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's no issue. She's the sweetest.
What would you rather be known as, the guy who got stabbed or the guy who got whipped?
The stabbing is really funny. Yeah. It's really funny. I either have the guy who takes the belt, the stabbings, or the several concussions. And as long as it's not the several concussions, I think we're good.
As long as the belt is not causing the several concussions.
You're also the guy who has like 30 some odd imaginary friends.
Yeah, that's That's also kind of
It's
an issue.
really, Ian, it's a fascinating and unique form of autism that you have, and I fucking love it about you.
Thank you, brother. You should. Unfortunately, the hospital has recently found my channel, and that is you. I am like I am a professional in that building. And
What are you
upon as
now?
such.
Yeah.
What are you now?
A little weirder, just a little stranger in their
Yeah.
eyes.
People don't sit with them at lunch.
No, they do not. I eat in my car.
That sounded like 100% the truth.
It 100% is the truth.
Yeah. But it's good to have conversations, and you've got room in the car for low quality Golden Knights fan, Canadians, Rangers, and
hate
Preds,
that guy.
because that's who we're playing this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good segue.
Perfect segue. Andrew,
Yo.
2-2 last week.
Yeah, I was.
Ian, 3-1. You felt overconfident with the Stars game. I had them as a loss, and I went 4-0 for the week. So I did sneak back up, one game up over Ian. Andrew fell to 25-25 on the season.
Hell yeah,
But
500.
you're only 3 games out.
Hell yeah, 500.
Yeah, 500. So we're gonna start with Golden Knights tonight.
They don't do anything that isn't a streak.
Yeah, that's very important. Very important to acknowledge.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
We are back at home for the next 2, though.
Well, us too.
We are way better at home too. I'm gonna go with a loss because the streak. There has to be at least a streak. 2 is a streak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with a dub.
Break the cycle. All right.
Break the cycle. Ian, I'm with you. It feels like it needs to be a streak. Also, coming from the last game, it doesn't feel like a game where it's like a kick in the mouth and fixing it. I do think they play a lot harder. I think they make this a tight game, but a tighter game could be literally 5-2 instead of 6-2. I think they hang in this one. Golden Knights pull away at a certain point, and third period's still going to be interesting. This team is still engaged, and that's how I'm going to find my joy that night. But we will be taking a loss.
Yeah. Not for nothing. Vegas is another class of the league team. It's
Absolutely.
They're raw 500. They're raw 500 this year.
Yeah. I just don't. I know the record is you are what your record says, but I fear Vegas. Truly, I really.
They're
do.
raw 500. I'm just gonna point that out.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
And then the Canadians, who are raw 4.25. Canadians are still decent.
That's what Danielle calls me.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, nice 4.25. Damn.
Yes, it's good on a warm day.
On a warm day.
Canadians, they kind of. Would you say they fed us our lunch last time we played them?
They fed us.
Yeah,
We were distracted.
we were distracted.
Yeah.
I don't know by what, but a lot of fighting. If this game doesn't start with another fight, I'm going to love my mind. 2 in a
want
row.
another
Come
one.
on.
Let's get another physical game. I think we eke out a dub here.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
they're good. They are good. 6-3-1 in their last 10. Their goaltending still is not good. I
really?
see a dub.
Okay.
I see a dub. I see a response game.
Well, that Fowler kid is nutty.
He's not on the team right now.
Oh, really? See, this is what like little things have been passing me by lately. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. Now, I'm also not going to predict a loss to the fucking Habs. I'm sure I did earlier in the season when I was in a bad mood, but no, absolutely a dub against the Habs. Fuck them, I think is the appropriate way to approach that.
Fuck them.
Also, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. I'm so afraid of this Rangers game. I'm not going to lie. I'm fucking terrified of it.
And the fact that I'm not is probably why we will end up losing this game. I'm going to stick with a dub. I do not think we're going to put up 10 points on them. I do not think we're going to put up 5 on them, but I think 3 can win this game.
They've been so bad lately. I'm also going with a dub, but me and Thomas are in lockstep here, and that's actually probably better than the alternative. So I'll go with it.
Fox is still out.
Yep. Chesty.
Circuit's still out.
Yeah.
Spencer Martin is sporting an 848 save percentage.
What about Quick?
885.
Not great.
311 and 2.
Dub for Andrew there. Yeah.
Any thoughts on the second letter of the Rangers in the last?
Shut up, Drury. Shut the fuck up. Don't do it.
Drury should have been part of that fucking letter. That should have been written by the ownership.
Hey, quick question. Is this not the third year in a row the Rangers have written a letter to their fan base?
I think it was 2 years ago was the last
2 years ago.
Okay. All right. Stop doing that. It's fucking dumb, and you're just insulting the intelligence of your own fans.
I said it's a mixture of that, but also it's just like the only thing that Rangers fans had to root for was the potential that they were going to let Drury go and actually hit the reset button.
Yep.
The understanding that Panarin wasn't going to be retained and et cetera, et cetera. They're going to move on from certain names and pull the fucking cord here. That's all. That was kind of already understood. So you just reiterated. All it did was piss off some of their fan base because they were just like, we want sweeping changes here.
Yeah. We want heads. They want heads.
Yeah. Look, I love watching the Rangers fail. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love that shit. But that fan base is a damn good fan base. Mm-hmm. And the way that front office treats that fan base is pathetic. It's obnoxious. It's a bunch of toddlers talking to people who know the sport and they know what they're rooting for. Like, it genuinely pisses me off for them, and I fucking hate them.
The fan base understands the team better than James Dolan, yeah.
James Dolan.
Yeah, James Dolan's an idiot. He's been an idiot in every team he's touched.
Yep.
James Dolan has a unique ability to talk down to everyone he ever comes in contact with, even though he has the IQ of rotting fruit.
Yeah. You said the Streisand effect. James Dolan is on the Epstein list.
Wait, whoa, what?
The problem is no one would be surprised. That's the problem.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say the problem is no one will ever see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Two things could be true here. And then the 27th, the next day, we are in Nashville. So we go from, we're back here against Nashville, aren't we? Okay.
Yes.
That changes things. Because I was thinking we were going right from New York City right down to Nashville to play back-to-backs. New York to Boston, less scary. Preds have been a little bit better lately.
Yeah, they have.
They're right in the thick of the playoff race right now.
That is not saying much because they were absolute fucking dick bags earlier in the season. But, man, I guess we're going to go back to another 3-game streak here because I'll stick with the dub against the Preds. Tighter game than it probably needs to be, but I think we're going to see a strong effort from them on a back-to-back and get that dub.
I unfortunately also have a dub, so Thomas and I are in lockstep the whole week.
Okay.
No points will be earned, unfortunately.
This is at home.
Andrew has an ability to maybe pick up a game or two or fall off kilter.
The only game he differs on us is the Golden Knights.
And that's what I'm saying.
And the Preds.
And the Preds. Okay. I kind of pushed him towards that.
You manipulate that, man.
But here we are. Here we are. So Andrew may have the ability to come in and tie this fucking for second place at the end of this.
Hell yeah, brother.
Andrew, I don't think those are bad picks.
Yeah. It'd feel weird to predict 10 out of the last 11, winning 10 out of the last 11, this team.
Yeah. Yeah. But here you are picking them to win against the Knights.
Yes, of course.
Hockey makes no sense, and that's why we love it, I guess, maybe?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it.
That's all I got.
No more.
Andrew?
No more letters to all 32 front offices. No more letters. No more open letters. No more declarations. No more posts. Stop it.
Anyone over the age of 50 should not be writing a letter to the fan base. I don't mean to be ageist, but don't do it. It's just not a good idea.
Are you saying he wrote it by hand with a quill?
Someone typed it for him. He was speaking, and someone was
dictated but not read.
Yeah, he used Scribe Note.
It's one thing if you're losing like a franchise player.
And open AI.
Yeah. If you're losing like a franchise player or you're moving on from a franchise player, by all means, write a letter, tug the guy's tits a little bit, kind of give a little bit of explanation.
That's fine.
We saw Sweeney do this with Marshawn.
That's totally fine.
Those work, but don't write a thing with fucking 4 months left in the season and be like, look, we're dog shit. I'm trying to save my job. I'm going to go ahead and put out this press release. Don't be mad at me if I trade away all these fucking big names and ruin your fucking jersey collection because I'm Chris Drury. That's essentially all that is to me. You're trying to cover your own ass. I hope he still gets fired at the end of the year.
Yeah. And also don't lend credence to the corner of the internet that should remain hidden because you're going to make it a whole lot worse.
The internet lives off of making fun of you all the time.
Me personally, or
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. But there's a small subsection of it that makes fun of other people too, just once in a while.
Yeah.
yeah, they take a break.
But it's like the large majority is you. I think we should make that. Yeah.
No, I totally get it, and I'd make fun of me too.
That's why you don't own any mirrors.
Honestly, there's bigger fish to fry in terms of making fun of people. Andrew, you're what we call a practice girl.
I totally. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm the one that gets you off the schneid. There's value.
I heard that term a long time ago, and the whole time I was just like, I would love to be a practice guy. Do practice guys exist?
God, you are such a fucking slut.
He's a walking boner, and I love it. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
Go Bees, you whore.